What's up, gang? We're back. We're hitting the triceps now. And our one monster set, high intensity training. We already created our on-ramp. I'm ready to go with my working weight. We're gonna do the dumbbell skull crushers, start adding a couple of regressions to push past failure, and then we're gonna couple that with dips. Same idea. One hard, intense set's all you need.
All right, so we're starting off with our skull crushers. You can use dumbbells or bells like I have here, and I'm going to show you an option where if you're going to use a barbell instead, we want to make sure that we're using a weight where we're going to fail out at around the 10 rep range through the concentric movement. So if you're getting to 10 reps and you still have a little bit more juice to push on up, that means that that's just a warm-up for you. You got to go heavier.
As you can see, I'm starting to fail out through the concentric movement, so I'm going to focus more on the eccentric, going slow. Going slow on the way down.
So now I'm starting to fail out around the 10 rep range here. And as you can see, I have to use a bunch of momentum through my shoulder just to get the weight up on the last rep here. Now I'm focusing on nothing but the eccentric movement, going slow on the negative on the way down. As you can tell, I'm going to start bringing my elbows nice and tight with the arms bent till the weights go over my chest and press them up. And then just start again from the beginning through the eccentric movement. This is how we're going to, again, take ourselves past the point of failure and start exhausting those triceps just a little bit further until we no longer can do any more through the eccentric movement. And here's what it'll look like if you decide to take the barbell route. Same rules apply, just focus on going slow through the eccentric movement all the way down, keeping the elbows bent and then just pressing the weight over the top of your chest to get back to the starting position. And if you don't have a spotter handy, you can easily just dump the weight to the floor at the end of the exercise.
And we're coupling this with dips.
You're supersetting the skull crushers immediately with a good set of dips. You can use any dip bar variation like I have here that you'd find at a gym. I'm going to also show you, if you don't have that option available, how to use a bench to get the same exercise in. You want to go until failure.
So that regression from here, toes on the floor, hips underneath, shoulders still back.
And once we hit failure going strict on the dips, we're going to add a regression by dropping our toes to the floor like I am here, just to balance yourself and allow for a bit of assistance so you can push through past failure and go to failure again. Here's what it looks like if you decide to use a bench for your dips. We want to make sure that we're staying strict with these, keeping the palms forward and your hips as close to the bench as possible, your chest upright. After you start fatiguing or failing out, rather than sitting your rear end down onto the bench and stopping, you're going to regress by just lifting up your hips and holding the top of the dip position. This is going to be performed like you're performing a hand plank and just kind of taking your breath and resting at the top to keep pressure and tension onto those triceps. And then from there, you're going to continue into your dips 4, 5, 6 more reps or as many as you can. Again, trying to push yourself past that point of failure without stopping. The third exercise to our tricep workout is going to be a banded tricep press down. If you don't have a band available, you can of course do this on a cable machine. What you want to do though is you want to keep yourself strict for these first several reps, pretty heavy and pretty strong. Once you start failing out, let your elbows lift and use momentum to bring the elbows down to your hips and get the weight down to starting position. From there, you're focusing again on just the eccentric movement to break yourself past that failure point, going slow and resisting on the way up, real strict, letting the elbows lift, and then again pushing them back down towards your hips, using momentum to burn through past the failure point. And you're going to go until, again, you can't do any more.
That's our one intense set, back to back to back, hitting all the heads of the triceps.